seasons come and go like thoughts of you.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is our morning cleaning routine. If you are new to my channel, I am a stay-at-home mom to a 17-month-old baby girl, and this is pretty much what we do every morning, kind of what I try to get done before her nap time. So I just wanted to share with you what our morning looks like, and this is after we already had breakfast. So we're starting here. I usually just empty the dishwasher if it needs to be emptied out, and then I'll go ahead and reload it with everything that we use for breakfast. So depending on the day and her mood, she will sometimes help me put the dishes away, which does make it a longer process, but she feels included and she actually lets me do it. This particular day she did not care for it, so it made it much quicker for me to clean up. So once the dishwasher is unloaded and reloaded, I'm gonna go ahead and just clean up everything that I use for breakfast. Here I'm filling up my oil bottle because I washed it in the dishwasher last night. It needed to be filled up, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and wipe down the counters. So once I have everything cleared up, I'm gonna go ahead and wipe down the counters, and for this I am just using my German chamois and the Mrs. Meyer's multi-surface cleaner. This is the Sempioni, which was a spring scent, and I just love it so much. I try not to use it all the time, but I do like using it some mornings just because the floral scent, I just feel like it's so nice and fresh. But once that's done, I'm gonna go ahead and take care of the dishes that I don't put in the dishwasher, Penelope's high chair tray and all that, and then I'm gonna go ahead and take care of some mommy duties. While I was doing the dishes, I realized that these flowers that I have here are kind of like dying, so there's petals all over the counter, so I'm just gonna go ahead and wipe that down into the sink before I take care of the sink. Okay, so around this time, Penelope is kind of done playing on her own, so I'm gonna go ahead and go into her room, kind of pick up a little bit, and then I brought her in so I could change her. By this time, she had already pooped, so I don't need to change her diaper. I'm just gonna go ahead and get her ready for the day.
The seasons come and go like thoughts of you.
She is seriously obsessed with shoes, so even if we are gonna be home and we're not going anywhere, I have to put some type of shoes. So I love that I got her these little slippers I found at Walmart, and they are the cutest thing. She could walk in them just fine and doesn't slip all over the floor, and she absolutely loves them. Once she's ready to go, I'll go back into the kitchen to finish up, and the first thing I do is take care of the sink. Since I finished washing all the dishes, I go ahead and just scrub it down with some soap and water. I like to do this after every meal because I really feel that it keeps your sink nice and clean and shiny. So to finish off the kitchen, all I'm gonna do is clear it up the island, which I think I do 25 million times a day. I most of the time try to do it at night so I don't have to do it in the morning. It saves me time. But some nights I'm just too lazy to do it. So I like to just clear everything off of it, even though I feel like it just gets filled up with stuff all day long. Like, can someone agree with me? Islands, I love them, but they really just filled up real quick. So once everything is finally off of it, I'll go ahead and wipe it down with the multi-surface cleaner. And this I don't do every morning. It just depends if I did it at nighttime. So if I did this at nighttime, I don't have to do it in the morning. Maybe I'll just wipe down the area that I use for breakfast, but that's about it. But because I didn't do it the night before I did this, I am just wiping the entire thing. So once we're done in the kitchen, I'm going to move on to the dining room. Here I'm just going to clear it up, whatever doesn't belong here. And then I'm just going to give it a quick wipe down with the multi-surface cleaner wherever I sat for breakfast, just because the table is clean from last night, so I don't have to take everything off and clean it really good. And then I'm going to go ahead and take care of Penelope's high chair, which I have to take care of after every meal. If you have a toddler, you know how messy they are. So I'll just take care of her chair, and then I will use my handheld vacuum. This is a handheld shark vacuum. I love this thing. It's just great for cleaning the high chair and around Penelope's chair without having to take out my vacuum cleaner. So I always kind of just vacuum and get any crumbs that are there or on the floor. So the last thing I like to do here, and this is depending on how much of a mess Penelope made or what she ate that day, is I use my Swiffer jet just to clean around the area where she sits. That way I just make sure that there's nothing sticking to the floor, and it just keeps that area nice and clean. And this Swiffer jet is so easy to use. You just pull it out, kind of do what you have to do, and put it away. Once that's done, I'll move on into the living room, and I'll kind of pick up a little bit if anything is just laying around. I tend to do this at night, pick up Penelope's toys and leave everything organized, but depending on how early she wakes up and what we do, sometimes it gets to be a mess. So I just kind of clean it up, and then I move on to our bedroom.
The seasons come and go like thoughts of you.
So once I'm done cleaning up the kitchen and everything outside, I come back to the bedroom, and here I take care of our bed. I cannot leave my house or go on with my day without making my bed. I just feel like it makes me feel much better, and it makes the room look organized. Even when it's not organized, it just makes everything look better. So I definitely recommend making your bed every day, at least for a week, and see how you feel. And I promise you, once you do it for like a week, you're gonna get used to it, and you are going to feel so much better. So I always make my bed either as soon as I wake up, depending on if P's up or not, or usually after I clean up outside, I'll come back in here and make the bed. And I'll usually just pick up any clothes that might be out. This time Tone came from a trip, so I'm just putting away the stuff in his duffel bag, and then we're gonna go ahead and take care of some wash. So when it comes to wash, I try to do a load a day just to keep things under control. But also, if you've been following me for a while, you know that I am horrible at folding wash. So there's always some wash that needs to be put away. So I try to get to it in the mornings if I can. I'm putting away some wash that I did last night, and I actually folded it with just some dish towels and rags and stuff. And now that I refreshed this one for a few minutes, I'm gonna go ahead and take it out and fold it. Penelope's having a little meltdown right now. She needs a hug. So we're gonna get the wash out and then head into the living room to fold it up. This is 100% mom life. You just find any way you can to make your kid happy while you still do what you have to do. I love to fold wash. Well, I hate to fold wash, but I like to do it in the mornings while Penelope is still awake, because I feel like it's a chore that I could do while she's still awake, and you know, it just works out. Like, I could do what I have to do and she's still happy because I'm sitting with her and I am kind of playing with her and kind of folding wash. So I tend to do it in the mornings when she's awake, as opposed to nighttime or later in the day when she's sleeping, just because this is something that could be done with her awake. And then there's other things that I do while she's napping that I can't do when she's awake. By the time I'm done folding wash, it's around Penelope's nap time, so I like to take some time at this point to spend some quality time with her, just play with her toys, read, because I feel like all the time before that I'm just trying to get stuff done. And even though she's playing by herself or following me around, I just feel like we need that one-on-one time before she goes to bed or for a nap. So I take this time. I think it works out perfectly for us. Once she goes down for a nap, I'll go ahead and get myself ready, and by the time she wakes up, all we have to do is just get our stuff and get out of the house, or just do other things that have nothing to do with cleaning and organizing. This is what seems to work for us, and I hope you found this video useful. Let me know what you do. This is pretty much what we do every morning, unless we have different plans or we have different things that we need to do, but for the most part, this is what I try to do every morning, and it seems to be working for us. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If this is your first time watching, I hope you subscribe, and also give this video a thumbs up if you would like to see more routines, maybe like a baby mom routine or morning routine, nighttime routine. Let me know what you would like to see. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.